Ladies and gentlemen, they need no introduction whatsoever, but we are back once again. It's Friday night, it's live, it's the World Racing Community doing their European Touring Car Cup. This is round 2. We're at the Nürburgring GP. Big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Capital letters. Last week at Sardegna, we saw the barriers became the major player in the race. And I may have made comments about, shouldn't have heavy damage on. And there was debate in the chat rooms about the heavy damage. I have nothing against the heavy damage. I love the heavy damage. It took a couple of races away from us last round. And I was just a little bit disappointed, that's all. We saw some racing bubbling. We had some battles just coming to the fore. And then a barrier would just get in the way. So hopefully this week we're all good. The barriers are well away from the track. They've got margins for error, ladies and gentlemen, this week. They can have an off without it being fatal. So what is this? If you don't already know, you cheeky little monkeys trying to pretend you don't know what you've come across. This is the World Racing Community. It's Gran Turismo 7. And these guys are just starting out an absolute banging championship called the European Touring Cars Cup. So the race regulations: balance and performance will be on. The brake balance tuning will be allowed. The tyres are at ×3. All compounds available. 2 compounds must be used. Fuel is at ×2. Refuel rate will be at ×7. The car class is the Group 2 car. And the choices are shown below. Grid starts, not below, I'm reading. Grid starts with false start check. They've had an hour practice. We're going to have 10 minutes of qualifying. Then we will have a 30-minute race with 1 mandatory stop. Then we will have a 60-minute race, full reverse grid with a mandatory stop. And the Triple Crown events will still be the usual 90 minutes race after 10-minute qualifying. So, yes, they're allowed to use, oh gosh, let me get in there, the Audi Sport DTM RS5 Turbo DTM 2019, the GTR Nismo GT500 2016, the NSX Concept GT 2016, and the RCF GT500 2016. They've been fairly balanced, if I've got to say, through the racing that we've seen so far. There is the chunk. The DTM did seem a little slower than the, what was it? What was absolutely killing it last week? I'm not sure if it was Bob. Whatever Bob might be on. So they're having a little practice. I don't know if there's a table, but I don't think they usually do a table in the first week or two because of drop scores. It doesn't seem worth it. I'll go to standings just in case, but in all fairness, standings, it's not all yellow. Yeah. It was the Nissans that the Audis were struggling with. So yeah, there is a championship. Sorry, in the GT1 series, you've got Akel at the top on 39 points. Bob in second on 33 points. We have Deviant in third on 35 points. Seems like Deviant's got more points than second place as Bob. So maybe we'll say Deviant's in second place with 35 points. Bob's in third with 33 points. Oh, heaven's sakes. Tommy then is next on 22 points. Oh, the table's all over the shop. I wonder why. Cole's leading, and in the GT2 category, MJ's leading that one on 41 points. With Fusion in second on 33, and Reckless is third on 18 points. God knows what's going on with the Chunky's says he's got 13 points, but he's sitting fourth, ahead of Autosport, who's on 15 points, and Tommy, who's 6th on 22 points. Adnap and OSX are both on 21 points, which is more than Garuda, who's on. Yeah, I'll question the table. I'll bring it back to you next week. We'll shelve that one for now. For the time being. Now, are they on qualifying? No, it's not started, has it? This is still practice, I believe. So let's have a look through the field then. We have a Deviant in the Playboy and Nissan. There's 3 of them out there with the same liveries, ladies and well, similar liveries. They must be teammates. Deviant being one of them. Chunky Ribena in the famous blue and orange. And let me have a quick look. Let me check it out and see if he is streaming his POV. It's not come up in my subscriptions. Go to the chunks. Still the picture of him doing the wrestling championship. Well done. You didn't get me, Chunky. I saw that and I just wanted to lick you. I didn't even read it. I just took it to the bathroom with me. It's a beautiful picture. Thank you for that. So no, it doesn't look like the chunk is streaming today. He's just racing. He's just enjoying himself a little race. So, but if you want to go and look at the picture that you need to take to the bathroom with you, it's on his YouTube channel. So just, it's hot stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It's hot stuff. So I got distracted, didn't I? Bob's in a Nissan. He's in one of the Playboy Nissans. See, they're really different because Deviant's got like baby blue spoiler ends and light wing mirrors, and Bob, who's hiding behind a bush, looked like he had orange ones. Garuda in the Honda. And he was one of them. It was a force. He was a force to be reckoned with mid-race. We're having 2 races, didn't I say that? We're having a 30-minute race and then it's a reverse grid 60-minute. Oh yeah, because I missed last week. I was so busy doing my Pilates that I missed the start. I'm going to have to do better. I'll try and be quicker between races. I might try the old BRB in the chat and then see if they wait. It's my timetable. But Garuda, yeah, he was looking strong. He was looking strong in the race last week, and but another one that was decided to drive it into a barrier, and then had to get that damage repaired. So Chunks, he put a good display last week, trying to keep the Nissans honest. Now the talk in the group is that the DTM is still a pretty strong car in this championship, right? I mean, we saw the Nissans absolutely wash them, but hey, I've had it on good informative information that the Audi DTM is in a straight line is an absolute monster. Not many straight lines really here at Nürburgring GP, and it's nice to see him going around the Nürburgring GP because they always choose the monstrosity that is the Nordschleife, and it's usually the final round, so God knows where their final round is this season. Fisherman's Rest or something. So Autosport looking grand in his Lexi. He's been doing some practice, feels that he's got a good pace in the Lexus. Feels like he is bringing something to this race, and we'll be very interested to see what that is. Adnap in the Audi, another one whose race was ruined by damage last week. I'm not having a downer on the damage. I'm just saying there was some racing to be done, but these clowns couldn't keep it on the track. It's their fault. Just ruined it for us. The entertainment value was taken away. Oh, bless them. Bless them. I do love them, really. So, Tommy Roo, he's in a Lexus. I think him and Chunky came across each other, didn't they? in the last race when Tommy Roo came out on the hard tyres. So Tommy Roo then letting the field through. MJ chilling, chillaxing in front of the Mercedes-Benz stand, showing off his Audi, trying to wind him up a little bit, innit, really. Oh gosh, the faceless boy. I thought I was going to struggle with that. I thought, what sort of word is that? But it's the faceless boy joining. Now they've got this, because they've got two categories, GT1 and GT2. They also have a F. It's something to do with participation. It's a PCP, it says on the side of that. Don't know what it means, but it means that they can they take part, and they've got 2 rounds to see where they fit in, if they're going to be in the GT1 category or in the GT2 category. So the faceless boy, and it doesn't matter what points they carry it through to whatever championship they join. So the faceless boy in the Honda, Garuda in the Honda, Bob is in a Nissan, and Thunder is also in a Nissan. Deviant getting the most out of for his buck, getting the most out of his dollar here in practice, just keeping on going. And also Chunky, seen not left the track yet. Chunky wanted to mount a championship attack. This, I mean, he did get a DNF, but there is drop rounds, so it won't. Oh, we're going to refresh the lobby. I wonder why. It looks good from me. It looks good from me, Adnap. But if you want to refresh the lobby, then you just refresh the lobby, my little sugar plum. Oh, yay, Ollie's in. We didn't see Oliver last week for round 1, so it's good to see him on the grid. Do you watch? He'll say, I was there. I don't remember if you were, bro. There's a lot of streams lately. We've been hitting it hard. I've just let my addiction to streaming run free, and I've been streaming wildly. So here we go then. It's a now I don't know if he meant a lobby reset, as in we're going to change the lobby, close the lobby, and all come and find Adnap again, or if he just means we're just going to reset the settings, but we're staying in the same lobby. We might be just rejigging the settings, I think. There we go. They're all logging back in. So I imagine qualifying is set to proceed imminently, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourselves comfortable. This is a cracking little championship from round 1. It's very even. Like I said, there was a lot of fighting on the table at Sardinia to be had. A lot of people had good pace, and it looked a good equal sort of status throughout the field. It's just unfortunate the barriers got in the way of that race. So this one, a true telling. Street circuits are never a good showing of race cars anyway. So this is going to be the, what do they call it? The something test, the acid test of these guys. Testing their mettle. Testing what they have about them. A proper race course, some call it. It's not my favourite. It's a go-kart track, just oversized go-kart track. In my opinion, it's just little straight, tight corner, little straight, tight corner. Give it a wiggle, and it's the main track of Germany, which is, it used to be the European track because Hockenheim used to be the main track. But I'm old, and I'm stuck in my ways, and I just prefer certain tracks to other tracks, is all.
I feel great at the same time. Best feeling I ever had.
So here we go then, ladies. Oh, what are they coming? Why do we have that? Did I do that on purpose? So in the chat, we have our man Thunder. Straight from the cockpit, we're getting communication. Thunder saying, just finished some South Korean spicy noodles. Everything hurts, but I feel great at the same time. Best feeling I ever had. So, yeah, Thunder is on a spicy high whilst he drives. He's sweating it out during the race. Garuda, interesting to see what Garuda has in store for us today. We know he has the pace to win. I think the only win I can think of is the one he got taken away because he didn't change his tyres many moon ago. But I'm sure he has had wins. So it's been difficult though with Boosted. In earlier championships, no one got an opportunity, and now with a cool Bob, Tommy Roo, the likes of Deviant, it's a lot, and Chunky. It's a long list of very fast boys to get by, to get to the top, ladies and gentlemen. And Garuda, he is doing it. He is putting that effort in. He's putting the work in, ladies and gentlemen. I hope Boosted's all right. Haven't heard from him for a while. I'll have to check in. Send him a message after this race and say, hello, boyo. So Garuda then on his way around for his fast lap into the first corner. Everything looks okay. Brings it around to the second corner. Sweet. Held on to that beautifully. Drifted out wide. Down into first gear for this god-awful section of corners. And then how wide does he go out? He's just about... Well, I don't think you get a penalty for going out wide there. And it really irritates me because I don't go wide. And then I race other people and I see them going miles off the road and think, well, surely that's... And they stay ahead of me. And I think, how's that? But I'm not here to complain. So Garuda then going down to a very fast hairpin. Just feels fast is all. And there you go, on the accelerator, nice and early in the well, it's not an MR. Yeah, it's mid-MR car, isn't it? Raw, I don't know. I don't want to say what drivetrain. I think it's a mid-engine rear drive. But I don't want to say. Usually the Honda is. But it's looking very sturdy, is Garuda, as he brings it around through to the fast left. And then it's up towards... the chicane, heavy down onto the brakes, takes it over one apex, eats the other apex, beautiful stuff. Little hesitant coming out of it in acceleration, but smooth. Comes around that very final corner, car drifting away from him, nails it with a 1:43.5, ladies and gentlemen. Good lap from Garuda. What can Bob produce? 43.0, that's ridiculous. Tommy Roo, 44.6. MJ, a 45.7 for fourth. Chunky's just gone fourth, but Deviant's gone fastest with a 43.0. 0.07 of a second ahead of Bob. And then Reckless, he's yet to cross the line, but others are. Thunder's gone 8th fastest. Adnap has put in a time as we watch Reckless come towards the line. Autosport also putting in a time, and Reckless, not a great time. Not a great one for Reckless at the moment. So let's have a rundown as they've all crossed the line now. Deviant is our fastest man in the Nissan, with Bob in second. And Bob, his teammate, these two are going to have a fight. No A-call, I've noticed. Garuda, best of the rest though. If it's not a Nissan, it's a Honda. And then we have the Audi of Chunky in fourth. 5/10 adrift of Garuda, who's 4/10 ahead drift of Deviant and Bob. So Chunky Ribena having to find a second here. Tommy Roo in the Lexi, he's going faster. We'll stay with this. It's not fast enough to get ahead of Chunky, but he might find more as the lap unravels, although I think he's in this last sector. So just small little chip-ins he's taking off of Chunky at the moment. He's going to commit to the lap. It'll be interesting to see if any of them come into pit for fresher tyres. It's very tight when you've only got 10 minutes. Bob's gone fastest of all, and Tommy Roo does jump Chunky. He must have made a mistake in his first flying lap, because he pulled a lot of time back in that last sector. So 3/10 ahead of Chunky. Chunky has come in for a fresh set of tyres. The faceless boy, 6th at the moment in his Honda. Crosses the line, not much faster. Adnap coming towards the line. Thunder's gone faster, up to 6th place. Adnap, though, takes the 6th place away from Thunder. Continues on, 300ths of a second. He's nearly half a second, though, off of the sister Audi of Chunky Ribena. Autosport in 8th place, 3/10 behind Thunder, and 2.5 tenths ahead of the Faceless Boy, who's 9th in that Honda. Now he's going faster, 2/10 up. That's enough to nail Autosport at this point. Shall we stay with it? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So the Faceless Boy, the Polish driver, bringing what he can to the table. PCP driver at the moment. Will he be GT1, GT2 at the moment? Oh, it's not enough for Autosport. It's just shy. Can he make it up in these sectors? Bob still pole, Deviant second, Garuda is third. We're with a Faceless Boy at the moment. He is chasing down Autosport. He's got Reckless and MJ behind him. 3/10 up, that's enough to go ahead of Autosport. Can he stick it in this last sector, ladies and gentlemen? Can he keep it together and move up ahead of Autosport? It's looking tidy through the chicane. He probably could have attacked it a little harder, but he wants the lap. Doesn't want to throw it away. We're coming near the end. A bit of a slide coming out of the final corner, heading towards the line. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he gets himself ahead of Autosport for that 8th place, just underneath, 2/10 shy of Thunder. Run through then. Bob on pole, doing okay. Deviant in second. Looks like these guys have come in and put fresh tyres on for a final run. There is time. They'll get to the line, and so has Garuda. It's a final showdown here through the top lots. And it looks like Chunky, he pitted the time before. He's on his lap now. We'll stay with him. Adnap goes in. Might be a little too late. Maybe not. Maybe he can get out and get across the line in his final lap. We're the last one to cross the line. 600ths of a second. He's going to need more than that if he needs Tommy Roo's Lexus. So Chunky opening up that DRS. He's got the flappy wing into the hairpin. Very stable from the Audi. No squirreling. Everything looks solid. Nearly 4/10. That's enough to nail Tommy Roo. Someone's off the track up ahead, but they're not in the way. It looks like MJ. Then Chunky Ribena on the attack for that 4th place. But remember, they all put new tyres on the lap after him. They'll be doing their runs after he's crossed the line. Still nearly half a second up. This is good. This could get Garuda possibly. Oh yes, he's aiming for Garuda, ladies and gentlemen, not just Tommy Roo. The Audi looking magnificent as it comes up to the final corner. And what can Chunky Ribena lay down for the rest, for the mass? He might have another lap after this as well if he's got enough fuel. I think he has. Crosses the line with a 43.1, does put himself ahead of Garuda. Great lap. He's going to be going for it again though, remember. Bob, he looks like he might have got that one wrong. He looked a little off the track there, but we'll see. Deviant, he's fighting for that pole. Chunky Ribena has just moved up ahead of Garuda. Garuda 700ths. He needs more. He needs more against the chunk. Tommy Roo also 100th faster. It's not quite right. Chunky might just hold on to it. Deviant's crossed the line to start his final lap. Can he find 2.5 tenths against the Bob? Chunky still with another run. Garuda. Oh, Garuda was up there and I didn't see. But Garuda on a push. There's another sector just round these two corners we can hang about for. The flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Adnap into the pit. 6th is best for him, and he still might lose that 6th if anyone's going faster behind him. 2.5. It's not quite enough. He needs something special in this last sector, ladies and gentlemen. Garuda, if he wants that third place back from Chunky Ribena. Bob, I think Bob's got it on pole at the moment. We can have a quick look at Deviant. He's later in the lap. We'll come back to him. Bob's running. Chunky's running. But it's Garuda now coming up towards the line. And has he found enough time to jump Chunky Ribena? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Where's Tommy Roo? He's coming up towards the line. Can he do it? It doesn't. No, he didn't. He didn't do it, ladies and gentlemen. So Deviant then. Oh, Chunky in the last lap there has gone and pulled a second place. What's Deviant got? What has Deviant got in this final sector? We haven't seen any of his lap times, so him and Tommy Roo are the last threats running, I believe. Garuda might have another lap in him. Oliver goes faster again. We didn't see them down there. The fight up the top here was so tight, taut. And Deviant does go faster, but stays in third. Chunky did it. Bob's done. He's in pole. Chunky is done in second. Deviant's done in third. Garuda is done, that's fourth. Tommy Roo is done, that's fifth. Adnap's in the pits, sixth. Autosport is at the side of the road, seventh. Thunder in eighth. He will not be liking being beaten by Autosport. The Faceless Boy in ninth in his Honda, with Reckless 10th. MJ still not finding a way to oh, he's got a lot of damage, to liven up that Audi. And Oliver, excuse me, bless me, I went to hold my nose and I made a loud noise out of my mouth. Oliver then in 12th, 3 seconds off of pole. So Bob goes into round two, pulling pole position, but Chunky Ribena 0.1 seconds behind. It's tantalising, ladies and gentlemen. It is tantalising. It's going to be hard racing up at the Frewell, all down the field. But you know, Chunky Ribena, he tailed the Nissans the whole race, virtually, in the race one last round. And it looks like he's going to be wanting to get a jump. I can't remember if it's rolling start. No, it's a grid start, isn't it, with false checks. So let's have a look at those results then, ladies and gentlemen. Bob, a 1:42.7 in the end, but good enough for pole. Chunky Ribena close, with Deviant in third, also very close. Look how close to Chunky's time he was. Garuda in fourth. He's half a second off of the guys ahead of him. Tommy Roo, a further 4/10 off of Garuda there, with Adnap in sixth. It's quite a disparity in those positions, with Autosport very close to Adnap's time in his Lexus. And Thunder in eighth, 1.9 off of pole. The Faceless Boy in ninth, with Reckless 10th. MJ in 11th, and Oliver in 12th. That's how they're lining up before the race, ladies and gentlemen. And Adnap is asking if they are ready. Maybe I should start getting involved in this. I wonder if they know what R means. There's some out there that know what R means. R for ready. He's asking if particularly Bob is ready, because we saw Bob just sitting on the grid in the feature race last week, as everyone ploughed into him. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some fantastical racing, 30 minutes of the Nürburgring. It's gonna be wild, ladies and gentlemen. Join me here with the world racing community. Racing mediums for Bob, and the Ribena has gone softs, ladies and gentlemen. Showdown here in Germany. and the Nissan doing mighty fine, but Chunky Ribena does have a better pull off of the start, and it's Chunky Ribena that's going into the first corner first. Bob's gone very wide. Bob's gone wide. Bob is gone, ladies and gentlemen. My good golly gosh, I don't know if he got hit or something, but he seems to have gone extreme. Yes, he's got damage at the back. I think someone absolutely punted him into the shadow realm, is my guess. Garuda is leading. No, Chunky holding his own. Garuda's on the medium tyres, and Chunky back ahead with Garuda in second. Deviant in third on those medium tyres. Adnap on the softs, and he's jumped a huge amount from qualifying. Tommy Roo in fifth on the mediums with Thunder on the softs. Autosport on the mediums. The Faceless Boy on the softs. Reckless, half a second penalty on the mediums. Softs for MJ. Bob already up to 11th. I haven't seen anyone with damage. Oh, Garuda's had a spin, ladies and gentlemen. Good golly, Miss Molly. What does this boy have to do? At least it's early doors. Second place. Pushing hard on the mediums. Too hard. Oh, painful. Right as the whole field passes on by, and damage to rub it in. Poor Garuda, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long race for him now. Chunky Ribena leads 1.1 second from Deviant. Bob is out of play. Things are looking good for Chunky. Deviant, though, on those medium tyres just has to keep Chunky in sight to get an advantage. Adnap up to third with those soft tyres now. A man absolutely on the move. Thunder in fourth with his soft tyres also on the move. Tommy Roo trying to keep the Lexus in play as there's a move there from Autosport on the Faceless Boy. The Faceless Boy is on the soft tyres, but Autosport absolutely mugged him off in the braking zone, and the Faceless Boy coming back. The Polish Warrior not taking that, sitting down. More racing behind between MJ and the Bob. The Bob having to carry a bit of damage. MJ with the DRS open, trying to keep the Nissan at bay down the straights, and Bob's gone for a little move there, and MJ though does have the apex for the next corner, and Bob has to get in line. Oliver on the soft tyres up to 10th ahead of Reckless in 11th on the medium tyres, and Garuda, oh, he's been into the pits to fix it, but has incurred a huge penalty. So the penalty, the pits are tight, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a big player in the race. Deviant in second, Adnap up to third now. Deviant in an Audi sandwich. Thunder bringing the Nissan to the party. Tommy Roo, the highest Lexus driver. Autosport in the next Lexus. The Faceless Boy, the highest Honda in the pack, with MJ in another Audi, being chased by Bob. Oh, there's a little mistake there from MJ, and Bob punishing him on the inside there, and MJ, it's a long race, my friend, it's a long race. Stick to the back of him. Watch your six for Oliver. Bob with that damage as the Audi all over him. The Audi coming around the outside, and I don't know if Bob tried to close the door a little too late there, but there was some contact, and MJ slips behind again, and Bob off the, well, I say he's off the road, but he was doing that in qualifying. I think that's just his line. He likes to give it a tight line, and I believe the Malaysian, is he Malaysian? I thought that was Tommy that was Malaysian. That looks like a Greek flag. Who am I to say? I have no idea. I'm uneducated at the best of times. Chunky Ribena absolutely giving it large, but he has to. He's on the soft tyres. We can't praise him. He's doing what he's got to do. He's got to do harder. He's got to pull away from Deviant. Deviant on those medium tyres. He's going longer, baby. He just has to stick to a delta, keep them laps nice and regular, and hope Chunky destroys the softs early doors. Adnap closing in. He did a 45.5 his last time around, 45.0 for Deviant, but it does look like this lap Adnap is pulling more in, but he's bringing Thunder with him. Thunder finding great pace in the Nissan on the soft tyres, which will be making Deviant rather pleased that the Nissan working on its soft tyres. Tommy Rue in 5th place at the moment, doing a great job. He seems to have got past... No, I think Tommy Rue was ahead of... where's Thunder? Yeah, Thunder's got past them all, hasn't he? Sorry. The Faceless Boy giving Autosport a lot to think about. The Faceless Boy on those soft tyres though, but he's looking after him nicely. Autosport 47.1 last time out. The Faceless Boy of 47.1 also. And the Faceless Boy, he might be tactically being clever with those soft tyres, not pushing them too hard early doors. Bob is past MJ, and he's got that damage, remember. That's going to be costing him a lot, but 46.2 last time out, so he's got pace. A 46.4 from MJ. That's what he wants to do, just sit behind Bob, just chase him around. Oliver, he's got speed. Is MJ on the softs as well? Yeah, so the Lexus of Oliver has pace, ladies and gentlemen, and MJ could be in trouble because he's looking tidy. Is Oliver at the moment. Oh, he's got a little wide there, but all is good. Reckless in 11th in the Playboy Nissan. And he's only 2.8 seconds off of Oliver on the medium tyres, doing a fantastic job. Garuda has made his repairs, has paid his penalties, and is now got a long race to try and get back into it. 23 minutes left to go. And I mean, he's put them soft tyres on. Can they last? Oh God. And the fuel. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. He might have to make another stop if the tyres don't make the trip. Chunky Ribena pulling it out even more. 3.2 seconds ahead of Deviant. Deviant doesn't have the pace in the Nissan. And Chunky Ribena punishing him. And this is just what he wants for his championship points. Fantastic stuff. Adnap, he's losing pace to Deviant now. He was pulling him in, but a 45.7 last time from Adnap. Deviant 44.9 and 44.5 before that. Deviant absolutely destroying those lap times. Chunky Ribena in the 43s, just about. Thunder 1.5 seconds. He's keeping Adnap pretty honest, as Tommy Rue. And on those medium tyres, Tommy Rue is doing a fantastic job, staying with Thunder and Adnap. So on board with Tommy Rue, the Faceless Boy, 2.4 seconds. Oh, he's got past Autosport, has he? And Bob is looking like he's rocking up to the back of Autosport now. We'll go back and have a look. Tommy Rue, he's on the medium tyres. He's staying with Adnap and Thunder, but I just don't think he's got the tyres at the moment to mount an attack. But come back in 5 laps, possibly. Possibly he'll have the tyres. The mediums should go longer than the softs. The softs should start degrading soon. And the guys, these two guys ahead. Oh, a big squirrel there. Oh, a big squirrel as well from Tommy Rue. Thunder, first of all, getting the Nissan all out of shape, coming out of the corner. And I thought Tommy Rue was going to rock up to the back of him, but Tommy Rue also having a slight step out of position. And the Faceless Boy, 2.4 seconds now. He's lost a bit of time to Tommy Rue there, so he might have had a bit of a shaky moment in that corner. The tyres going away from them every lap, remember. The grip getting less, the car's getting lighter. And there's also in the chat I've seen they've got to put a lot of confidence in the car. They're very high downforce cars, so you can carry a lot of speed through the corners. And it's willing to leave trust to physics and science. And I know a couple of the guys, it's felt rather unnatural for them to try and take these big, like huge cars through these corners at such swift speeds. Thunder climbing all over the curves there as he left the hairpin. and Tommy Roo is closing in, ladies and gentlemen. We are definitely getting closer. We'll be picking up a slight slip stream from Thunder. Oh, we don't need a slipstream, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Thunder's tyres already struggling, although out the corner. Look at the Nissan go, baby. It gets on that accelerator and it pelts it. So Adnap pulling away from Thunder, it seems, slightly, only ever so slightly. And we've been on board with Tommy Roo there for nearly a lap, I believe. We should have a look at Thunder's tyres. Now, they're all right. They're in working order. They are getting nibbled at, but they're in working order. A 45.7 from Thunder last time around. Tommy Roo, 45.5, 2/10 faster. Adnap, 45.7 also. The Audi struggling with the tyres. Deviant at the moment, 3.6 seconds. Doesn't seem to have grown that gap too big. 44.5 still for Chunky. He is well on his way. 45.1 though. So, no. Deviant still slower than Chunky at this point in the race. Deviant on those medium tyres, mind, and just trying to maintain the gap and not let Chunky get away too far. Adnap starting on the soft tyre as well. They have to use 2 compounds in the race, so some of these guys will be going on to the medium tyre when they pit, whilst those on the mediums will be going on to the soft tyre at the end. And it's going to cause an absolute beautiful orchestra of racing. Tommy Roo, one of those on the mediums at the moment, hunting himself an Adnap and Thunder, who are on the softs. And the softs about halfway, we'd say, would you? Not quite 50% used. Chunky Ribena, 4.2. He pulled a big one out there on Deviant. Deviant, like I said, strategy. There's pit stops, and he'll be on the soft tyre. He just has to maintain the gap whilst using the medium tyres. And Thunder, quarter of a tank used, and we're 12 minutes in. So I don't. Oh, Tommy Roo getting it a little wrong out of the corner there, but the faceless boy decides that's the time to make the pit. Bob moves up. He's still got that damaged car, and he's picked up a penalty. He's ahead of Oliver and MJ. Has MJ pitted recently? No, it doesn't look like he has. So MJ slipping behind Oliver on a push. Oliver driving out of his skin in the Lexus, and MJ, the tricky Audi, fighting it. Look there, the back end just wants to go away from him. And Reckless is 3.2 seconds down the road on those medium tyres. Things might get dangerous for MJ soon. The Faceless Boy out of the pits on a set of mediums. He's running to the end now, 10th place. Garuda is still cracking on in 11th. He's got to ask those soft tyres to go a fair way, but it looks like it's in hand. But he's behind the Faceless Boy at least. And ahead of Autosport, who's made a pit stop, and I'm surprised he's that far behind Garuda, to tell you the truth. The Garuda's spin in the early doors. Chunky Ribena, everything. Oh, he's lost a huge amount of time to Deviant. It was up to 4 seconds, now down to 1.3 seconds. Chunky Ribena has had a wobble, ladies and gentlemen. A wibble wobble. Let's see, what is that lap time? How much loss? 47 next to Deviant's 45. 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 2 second loss to his opponent when he has the advantage is humongous. In racing terms, it's a week. He's just lost a week to Deviant. Adnap, 7 seconds adrift of that battle ahead, and Thunder is now in Tommy Roo's area. And they are just about to do the dance, ladies and gentlemen. I can hear him saying, "Oh, sugar pie. Yes, honey. How do you call your lover boy?" Lover boy. And if he doesn't answer, lover boy. And if he still doesn't answer, I simply say, get racing, you mofo. So 6th then, Bob with that damage. He's carrying it late into the race. It's not affecting him. It is. He's doing 46ers with Tommy Rue ahead of him, also doing 46ers. So he's on pace with the guys around him. But Deviant at the moment, regular 45s and 44s. Oh, Chunky is not being able to scamper away. The tyres are past their best, I think. We're over halfway through this first race. What's he going to do? Is it a pit stop? Is it not? No, he goes around again. Deviant as well, following him around. Oh, I thought you couldn't see him. He was off the track or something. It's a stalemate here between Chunky and Deviant, but Chunky will have to go onto those medium tyres. And if Deviant can get the Nissan to make the softs work better, then he's going to have an advantage. Bob goes in. He's going to fix that damage. Excuse me. Gosh, where's that dust come from? Adnap still in 3rd, but the tyres are crusty. Thunder, very crusty tyres. Tommy Rue is loving it. His tyres are fresh. Bob goes in. Oliver goes in. Reckless stays out ahead of the Faceless Boy, whom has pitted. He's just gone ahead of a couple. He's moved up to 8th. Bob comes out behind. No, Bob neck and neck with the Faceless Boy. And Bob now with a fully repaired car and some fresh softs, slips in behind the Faceless Boy. So the Faceless Boy, but here we go, he goes for the move with the cold soft tyres, and the Faceless Boy not putting up much. He knows he can't fight against a set of softs, and Bob then just whips by Reckless, and Reckless tries to get out of his way. He says, look man, I'm bending over for you, man, how much track do you want? So Bob, 23 seconds behind the Lexus of Tommy Rue, but Tommy Rue yet to pit. Thunder, I'll tell you, Bob could turn this around. It's 36 seconds away from Chunky. I know the pit stops aren't 36 seconds. Chunky comes in. What will Deviant do? Deviant also enters the pit lane. They've got to get this Bob on. They cannot make a mistake. They do not want that 3-second penalty. Adnap surely is coming in as well, as does Thunder, and Tommy Rue slings it into the pit lane. I hope they all got through nice and cleanly. Now, is Bob going to turn it all the way around, carrying that damage in the first half of the race, and can he take the lead? This is unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. Reckless, no, 1.6 seconds behind. No, Chunky's out. Chunky is out ahead of Deviant, but now the tables have turned. How the turns of table. Chunky on the mediums, Deviant on the softs. Already we saw Chunky trying to poke that Audi into the corner, and the Audi did not want to go. It said no, there's no grip in there, I don't want to go there. So Chunky fighting the Audi on cold mediums. Deviant getting those as racing softs up to temperature early doors. He's got to go on the attack early. Look at him, he's closed right in, ladies and gentlemen. Chunky Ribena, what can he do? He's got to find something, and Deviant really is on top of his car right now, and on top of Chunky Ribena. Adnap out in 3rd ahead of Thunder, both of them onto the mediums. Softs for Rue, but he picked up a penalty. Bob is in the action, but it's Chunky and Deviant. All eyes are on Chunky trying to get that win. Deviant also, I think it was only Bob and Akul that won. No, Deviant might have got that win off of Akul because of damage. So Deviant on a high at the moment. Yeah, I think Akul picked up a bit of damage near the end of the race, and Deviant pulled him in and got the position. Is he going to do it again from 2nd place? Slowly again around the outside with those soft tyres. He's really showing Chunky what grip he's got, but Chunky is saying, I've been doing this way too long for that, my friend. You were only ever going to slide out, and there was no real threat. Again though, Deviant late on the brakes. Chunky's allowed him past, thinking he can just swoop past, but no, they both have a little wiggle on the way out, and Deviant then leaning on those tyres, and now Chunky is playing the gap game and hoping to stay close to Deviant on those soft. Oh, Deviant again, the car writhing around underneath him, and Chunky Ribena trying to stay in the action. The win is still on, but Deviant has the advantage with the soft tyres, and oh, if Chunky hadn't lost the time. He had 4 seconds in hand and lost it all before the pit stops. Adnap's picked up half a second penalty. Thunder in trouble. Bob has arrived on the scene. He's only 14 seconds off his teammate Deviant, and he's got the fastest lap. Is he going to do the impossible? We've still got 9 minutes of racing left here, and Bob's having a serious consideration of the inside of Thunder's car, but no, he's gone for the outside. What an absolute banger, ladies and gentlemen. Changed his mind last minute. Thunder tried to defend, and Bob just went, okay, I'll go the other way. Fine. And Bob, what a move. Beautiful stuff. Well done, Bob. Cracking. And now, he's a sitting duck, isn't he? Medium tyres. Bob's on his way with a fresh set of soft tyres, and he's going to do the same to Adnap. Just drive by him like he's standing still, and he did. Good golly, Miss Molly. Wow. That just seemed too easy. So Bob up and into third. Chunky slipping away from Deviant, but Deviant now is racing with Chunky. His race is with a very speedy Nissan driver who has got 8 minutes to do the impossible. 43.6 from Deviant. Bob's managing a 43.5. It's not enough. It won't be enough. If Deviant can keep the 43s up, Chunky just wishing, hoping that the Nissan destroys its tyres. We saw Thunder did struggle with those soft tyres in that earlier stint, so it might not all be over and done with for Chunky. And Adnap seems to be struggling as well with those medium tyres. The Audi does not like the medium tyre, does it? It's not lighting up the medium tyre like the Nissan. The Nissan, loving it, look at it. Absolutely grip galore in the Nissan, whereas the Audi is uncomfortable on a set of mediums. You can see how Chunky is struggling to stay with Deviant. Deviant flying now, and Chunky 11 seconds ahead of Bob. And I imagine, oh look at that, he's half a second faster already this lap. This one's going to be in the 42s, ladies and gentlemen, no doubt. So Bob, 10 seconds on Chunky, 14 seconds on his teammate Deviant. He's pulling away from Adnap, but Adnap's got his own woes with Thunder and Tommy Roo. Three-way battle for 4th place, ladies and gentlemen, and Tommy Roo on the soft tyres. And we've seen how Bob drove past the medium tyres like they just was not there. And Tommy Roo all up and in their business with that Lexus. It's going to look like it's easy pickings for the Lexus driver before the end of this race. We have 6.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And Tommy Roo is looking into the braking zone. And that's Thunder. Ooh, Cheo, is it? Cheo, whatever it is you say when you overtake someone. I would say Odelay. So Deviant leads. Chunky Ribena, another second lost to the Bob. 42.9. Bob is driving on the outer limits of reality. Adnap is trying to brave the very skittish, very ungrippy Audi ahead of Tommy Roo, who is on an absolute push here on the soft tyres, and it's going to be tough for the next 5 minutes for Adnap. This is it. Tommy Roo making a mistake. He needs Thunder to get in there and mix it up with the Lexi to give him a break, but the Nissan on the medium tyres as well is struggling. The Faceless Boy in 7th, doing a super job ahead of Oliver in the Lexus in 8th place. Autosport in ninth, but his tyres are dying, and he's got a Reckless chasing him down on soft tyres. Reckless, you can do this. Do this, Reckless, you can do this. Garuda, with that early mistake, destroying his race and the penalty, is in 11th, with MJ with a bit of damage in 12th spot. Tommy Roo passed. Tommy, no, yes, he's made it. He got past, ladies and gentlemen, got the move done on Adnap, and Adnap now looking like he's in a threat of Thunder. The Nissan having a look into the braking zone. Adnap at threat on the inside, but now Adnap's going to have the inside, and Thunder, it was for naught. He just wasted the rubber. And Tommy Roo then gets to pull away as Adnap has to defend, and Thunder's there on the inside again. But Adnap, no, he knows his stuff. He's on the inside for the next corner, but Thunder held back. He's got to run. He's got to run coming down to this next corner, and it's tight stuff between Adnap and Thunder, but Adnap in the end holds true in the Audi ahead of the Nissan. We've got a yellow flag, but it's none of these guys. Well, if it was, then I'm not sure. Oh, did Chunky have an off? He's lost more time to Bob. These two fighting tooth and nail, Adnap and Thunder, for that 5th place in the GT1s. I think they're all GT1 drivers. In 6th, the Faceless Boy, a PCP driver. Then we've got the GT2s here. Oliver's leading the GT2s ahead of Autosport in 2nd, and Reckless there in 3rd place. Garuda is a GT1 driver. MJ will be 4th in the GT2 category. So Deviant at the moment, he's pulling away nicely. It looks like Chunky might be safe from Bob. 3 minutes left, and Bob, he's still doing good times. He's still doing Chunky a 45.5. Bob doing a 44.1. It's still tight for Chunky. The margins are thin. Tommy Roo getting away from Adnap. Adnap surviving Thunder's ferocity. And is that enough? Is that enough? Can he cruise this one home? We've still got 3 minutes to go. Thunder's still got more spark in the back. The Faceless Boy, I think he's all right. 47.0, 46.9 now. Oliver matching his times. He's on both on the medium tyres, and as long as the Faceless Boy keeps it pointing the right way, he's going to end the day in 7th, and it's going to be a good one. Oliver in 8th with Autosport in 9th. Oliver looking, is this his first win of the GT2s? I think it might be, you know. I don't know if Oliver's won one before. Someone will have to help me out. One of the gang will have to help me out. But I think this could be Oliver's first win. Deviant, meanwhile, leads from Chunky. Chunky 6 seconds ahead of Bob. Bob's not managing the 42s now, but early 44s. Chunky's mid 45s, late, well, early 46s as well. So, but I think Chunky, it's only a lap. It's only a lap now. One more lap to go. Deviant, he's no catching Deviant now. Another great win, very similar to his race win last round. And Deviant becoming a player in the championship. Chunky Ribena, always a player, and in the championship, is in 2nd with the Bob. What a comeback story, eh? What an absolute brilliant comeback story. Fantastic stuff from the Bob. And Tommy Roo, good strat in the end, held it with the medium tyres behind the Adnap and the Thunder. And Adnap Thunder going on to those medium tyres gave Tommy Roo the umpers to get by, a little bit more pace, and well, he's got good pace. He's doing the similar pace to Chunky, I guess. But Tommy Roo, best of the rest. Thunder doesn't look like he's got. Well, no, he just doesn't look like he's got the Nissan under him. Let's go on the attack for Adnap. He was really on Adnap, but he's dropped back. And Faceless Boy's pulled about 3 seconds in on Thunder. Thunder best be careful. It is the last lap, though, so I'm sure they're all right. Oliver Come on. Is it the first win? Ahead of Autosport by 7 seconds. This could be it. Reckless on the podium. Garuda out for the count. And MJ into the pit lane? Or is he done? He's waiting for the flag. Jeez. It's got like that. Is it Deviant? Is he going to wait for the flag? No, the flag's out. And Deviant takes the win. Great drive from Deviant. Did what he needed to do. Chunky Ribena, best he could have done, really. Lost that time. That's really what hurt him. But even with that 4 seconds, I don't know, against the times Deviant was doing. Bob comes home in third, closing up to 1.4 on Chunky. Tommy Roo grabs himself a fine 4th place, ladies and gentlemen. Great drive from Tommy. Adnap with that early soft sprint got himself into a great position, 5th place. Thunder in 6th in the Nissan. The Faceless Boy, great debut for the Nissan, the Honda driver. Super stuff. Well done, man. Well done. Oliver, first win for GT2. Well done, my friend. He's been trying, man. He's been trying, and he gets that first win. Awesome stuff as Autosport brings it home. 2nd in class, 9th, and 3rd in class for Reckless, 10th. And Garuda, oh, what could have been for Garuda? He was up there, wasn't he? He was there. He had the pace, I believe, but again with the Honda, very shaky over the curbs, and it punished him. And that's Garuda in 11th place. That was superb, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastical. And there you go. Deviant takes the top step, and what an absolute drive from him. It was beautiful. Grab me a replay for thumbnail reasons, and we'll have a look at those results with Deviant taking the win, Chunky Ribena in the Audi, and then the other Nissan of Bob in 3rd. I think Bob got hit in the first race, in the first corner, and he had to have the comeback of all comebacks. Tommy Roo in 4th, great drive from the Lexus driver, with Adnap in 5th. Thunder 6th, gave a good fight to Adnap, but just couldn't quite get past him. The Faceless Boys debut, and a great debut it was as well, in 7th. And ladies and gentlemen, for his first GT2 win, may I present to you Oliver Zeravica. Yes, it's been a long time coming. There's been many close calls, but I believe this is it. Well done, Ollie. Good job. Autosport in 2nd/9th, Reckless 3rd/10th, Garuda 11th. And it's 11th, and MJ, well, now it's probably about 8th or something, and MJ coming home in 12th. Not a great run for MJ here at the Nords. They're only giving us 3 minutes. You're joking. How can I get a Siggy in 3 minutes? I mean, Pilates in. Right, well, I'll keep an eye on it, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want to. Is he starting it now? Oh, you bugger. Oh, well, whoa. Right. Oh, he wants people to tick in. It's going to be a reverse grid, ladies and gents. I'm risking it for a biscuit. Screw it. I thought we'd get a short break. I'll try and keep the microphone with me. You can enjoy my Pilates with me, or the puffing. The huffing and the puffing. Where's my nitro? It's a good job my wife's out. I'd never get away with this if she was indoors. Listening to me slowly kill myself. First drag's always the worst one though, kids. As soon as you get past that, it's beautiful. It's like that first shot of whiskey. First one's always hot and burns, but after that,
Good evening at Thingy at Thunder at R at Chunky. Hope I
you're
haven't missed
fine.
much.
So, round 2 of the World Racing Community, ladies and gentlemen. Nürburgring GP. We've got 60 minutes now coming up. Still, all 3 compounds of tyres are available to our drivers. We have seen that they have preferred to use the racing softs and racing mediums because the racing hard tyres are pretty jank. But I bet you we'll get a track. We'll come across a track, I'm sure, at some point what really is nasty tyre wear, and they may go for a hard medium combo, and we'll see. It's a long championship. He said 3 minutes. It's been longer than 3 minutes. Adna, do it whenever you want. I can see the telly. I'm watching. I'm hanging out in my conservatory doing some Pilates. Whee, big skids. Very big skids. Although my Pilates is causing me to flick ash all over my kids' ice hockey gear on the floor. But why is it on the floor? This is the question you've got to ask. Yeah, that's not where it lives. I bet you he's drying it out from its sweatiness. This is why I go away. I mute the mic. There's nothing good could be said whilst during my short break. Oh, sweet addiction. Here we go. Last drag. I mean, last squeeze. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got everything in. Yeah, everything is as is, should be. We're all working. And Chunky saying one mistake, and Bob's internet connection is prehistoric, someone says, AH Gaming. And here we go. It's MJ in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, but Garuda flashbacks from way back about half an hour ago, and Garuda there, and Garuda looking, he's on the soft tyre, MJ's on the mediums, and it's Garuda takes the lead. It's Garuda, the Welsh Warrior holding on around the outside with those soft tyres, and it's epic, ladies and gentlemen. Garuda then takes the lead of the race. MJ is in second. There's an apology from Thunder for some reason. Horseball in third. Reckless is in fourth with Adnat fifth. Oliver, after his absolute banging race in the first race, is up and into sixth with the Faceless Boys seventh. Tommy Roo in eighth. Deviant already up to ninth ahead of Chunky. Bob in 11th with Thunder in 12th. Maybe it was to Bob. He apologised, but Bob hasn't got damage, which is better than last time. Garuda then, soft tyres, mad dash, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute mad dash for the Garuda to the next pit stop. It's 60 minutes of racing, remember.
I just got combustion for vaping and still occasionally miss the Rolly shushing face.
And so Garuda leads the way. MJ holding on to that second. I don't know what happened to MJ. He was holding ground, wasn't he? He was in the skirmish for the mid-pack, looking for a win in the GT2s, and something went awry. Pushing too hard. He's trying too hard, is MJ. Chill out. Enjoy your racing, my friend. Autosport in third, giving him something to think about. And now, Adnap coming up like a phoenix through the look of this pack here. Oliver fifth, the Faceless Boys side by side with Tommy Roo. Tommy Roo having a little look at his rear quarter, but it's not there to be had, and the Polish driver is staying away. Tommy Roo under threat from the Chunky Ribena under braking here. They all come splaying out, trying to find space, and oh my God, Bob looks like he hit Reckless, maybe. I don't know. There was some weird glitchy thing happening there, and Deviant's involved. Reckless looked like he was there, and Bob, the three Nissans down here. Let's have a quick look if we can. My word. So we're coming down to the braking zone, and all three Nissans want to occupy the same piece of ground. Oh no! It was the blue Nissan from behind. Caught out under braking. Poor old Thunder is having an absolute nightmare, isn't he? Having a nightmare in the braking zone for the first corner. So Garuda leads 3 seconds on MJ. MJ being caught by Autosport in the Lexus. Oh, the what's that? Oh, is that not Bentley? Has he gone for a Bentley / a Lexus style car? And but Adnap on the soft tyres, medium tyres for Autosport. It's going to be a tough journey for them guys, with Adnap rocking up behind in his Audi and the flappy wing. He's having a look here, there and everywhere, but he pulls in behind. And does he have another look? No, he says it's not time. It's not time. The first corner is the way to do it, isn't it, Adnap? You've just got to sit there and hope. Maybe they'll slide out wide there and you can get an inside line, but no, yes. Adnap pulls it off. And Autosport slips back. He got it beautifully, but he's got MJ now in his sights. But after that tussle with Autosport, MJ's managed to pull a second or so away, and that makes it through the first corner as Autosport tries to relaunch an attack. And then we've got this Lexus on this Lexus, and this Lexus goes by that Lexus rather easily on soft tyres, but no, Autosport holding on. He's got the inside line now, and Oliver, the winner of GT2 Series, they're both out wide and they're both alongside each other. It's a drag race down to the hairpin, but no, Oliver gains ground on the soft tyres, and Autosport with those medium tyres struggling for grip to stay with the soft running cars. Tommy Rue also on those mediums, and we've got the Faceless Boy in the mix. The Faceless Boy is on the soft tyres and he is mixing it up big time. Chunky Ribena, he's also on the softs alongside the Polish driver, and now nearly alongside the Malaysian driver. Good golly, Miss Molly. Chunky Ribena, 2 spots coming out of the hairpin, but no, Tommy Rue and the Faceless Boy get by, and oh, Chunky looked like he put a wheel off there, maybe had to do a lift, and he's let them all through. Oh, poor Chunky. Chunky comes back against the Swift Nissans, but they are mightily fast. Now he's stuck behind the Deviant and the Bob and ahead of the Reckless. Unbelievable stuff. Garuda then leading. I'll go back to Chunky. It looks like he's going for a race there. Adnap's up to second as Oliver goes in for the kill in the Lexus. He's got that win under his belt and he thinks he can win the whole shebang, ladies and gentlemen. They've woke the beast. They've woke the pro sim racer inside of him, and he's going for gold, ladies and gentlemen, against Adnap on the late on the brakes onto the apex, and this job done. He licked the stamp, ladies and gentlemen, and by good golly George, he sent it. Oliver up to second place, and that's not in class, that's on track. Garuda leads with Oliver now up into second, Adnap in third. Autosport on the medium tyres. Is he the top medium runner? Garuda's on the softs, yes. So, no, Autosport, yeah, Autosport is the top medium runner, but he's got the Faceless Boy coming in hard, coming in fast, and he's gained, hasn't he, with Chunky Ribena slipping back, and I think Chunky Ribena, oh no, there's Bob, there's Deviant, there is the Chunk. He's on the soft tyres. The 2 Nissan drivers on medium tyres. They're ineffective at the moment. I think the white's got a tint of what their colours are. I don't know, that's like got a pearlescent orange to it. And Deviant, I'm sorry, has got like a pearlescent blue to it. I don't know. It's very good. I've got to say, they're really good. They're really rather good. I think they were just white last week. I think that's been an addition, and I like it. Garuda leading the way. My good golly gosh, he must be nervous. And Oliver second. Oh, come on, Oliver, be careful. Adnap chasing him down. Adnap, an old hound, he knows what a win is. He's a champion, ladies and gentlemen. Not from last season, but the season before. So Adnap knows what it takes to win a championship. I haven't looked at any of the chat. I am so sorry, guys. I've been so busy. These beginnings of these races, hard and fast. So Adam in the chat says, good evening, Thingy, at Thunder, at H, Chunky. Hope I haven't missed much. Nah, you're all right. And Adam saying, Thingy, I've just quit combustion for vaping and still occasionally miss the rollie. Oh, I tried vaping, man. It makes me cough worse. It's. I know you got to try and just get through it, but I can't. And yeah, it's a struggle. MJ saying we do try. So Garuda, oh, you got no time. Where is he? Where is he? Has he gone to the back again?
Zero pressure.
He's not even in the race. What you doing, MJ? You got to stick to it. You can't keep just giving up when it goes wrong. You got to fight through the pressure. When I'm not facing the wrong way with zero pressure. Hey man, you're an all-star. Get your race on. Said, hey man, you're an all-star. Come on, MJ, don't be down about it, man. We all have these where it just can't go right. You've just got to try and have fun with it. Enjoy it for what it is. Go in the dailies and just drive a few people off the road. Make yourself feel better. Garuda then leads. Oliver in second. MJ, was I wrong? Is it Oliver's first win last round? Was that his first win, the last race? And again, he's in second place. Oliver is who has replaced Oliver? He wasn't here for round one, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I think he's been abducted by aliens and replaced. He's a replicant. Oliver, look at him, pro sim racer, ladies and gentlemen, in the Lexus, giving Adnap a lot to think about. The faceless boy, he tasted, he had a little taster in the last race, little 30-minute taster, appetizer one would say, and now onto the main course, and look at him go. He is burning it through the stratosphere. They call him Mr. Fahrenheit. Bob and Deviant coming through the crowd. Autosport, Autosport slipping back. He was up there. He was the top medium runner, but now he has slipped back. Tommy Roo seems to have slipped back as well. Oh, an Autosport mowing the lawn here in Germany. He feels that the grass was too long over there and he needed to clip it. Reckless then with a penalty and a Thunder all up and in his business. And Chunky, has he pitted? He must have done. He must have pitted. He's done a 59 and a 56. They've got to be pit stops. So it looks like the Chunky has been in for an early pit stop. He's doing well, no, Bob carried on with the damage, didn't he? It was Garuda that went in for an early stop. But yeah, Chunky probably well, I don't know. I mean, the fuel might last 50 minutes. I'm not sure.
Understand my troubles. It's been seasons now.
Yeah, you want to ask Oliver to give you some tips. Oh, sorry, MJ. MJ saying I cannot understand my troubles. It's been seasons now. Why don't you sign up to the Boosted School of Racing Academy and he'll sort you right out. So Garuda leads with Oliver in second, Adnap in third. Adnap hungry like the wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, the wolf is awake in Adnap, and Oliver is the prey. Unbelievable driving from Oliver, though. It has to be said, he is having a round of his life. The faceless boy, Bob, Deviant, not so much Tommy Roo. He's not on the back of these. Wow, look at the pace of these Nissan drivers. And the faceless boy on those soft tyres, trying to get the soft tyre to go as late in the race as possible, and he nearly got caught out by the Bob then. Bob carrying a lot more speed through the hairpin than the faceless boy fancied, and nearly gathered up the Honda. Garuda still leads, remember. That's fantastic stuff. So Bob and yeah, the faceless boy still ahead of him. I thought for some reason Bob was ahead. Look at them, it looks really cool. The pearl thing, that wasn't last week, was it? Am I tripping? Because I thought they were white last week. The faceless boy in Deviant and Bob are falling over each other. Didn't Bob just fall behind Deviant? Bob was ahead of Deviant, wasn't he? So Deviant got a move done right under my nose, and I was too busy just looking at their lovely liveries. So Deviant then goes for the move on the faceless boy side by side, and Deviant gets the move done before they even get to the braking zone, and Bob's coming in late. Oh, is that contact between Bob and the Faceless Boy, and Bob still not getting the job done. The Faceless Boy on those soft tyres, but the soft tyres are giving up the ghost, and Bob's gone for another move up the inside. He saw that the Honda was wavering and said this is the time to go in for the kill, and the Faceless Boy absolutely defenceless against the mighty Nissans. I think the soft tyre may have crossed the threshold. It was about 15 minutes last race, and it looks like now the soft tyre runners struggling somewhat. Garuda, he's not, he's going faster, 45.1. That last time around, Oliver, he's getting through his tyres, he's munching tyres, ladies and gentlemen, 46.5, and that is his slowest so far, and 46.4, luckily for Oliver, is from Adnap, so Adnap losing the time as well. And here's Deviant, here's Bob, and I think we'll see the soft runners surely going in. They're losing too much time to the medium guys now, and the medium guys are coming back on the attack. Garuda goes past the pit lane, cares not for the pit lane, he does. Oliver, think fast, brother. Be smart. Be smart, my friend. You're losing over a second a lap. No, he goes past the pit lane, and so does Adnap. This is not good. They're wasting their opportunities. Deviant closing in. 45.3 from the medium runner, 47.0 from Adnap, and now he's being held up by a slow Oliver, and you two should, oh my good golly gosh, hindsight, beautiful stuff. Garuda not so much, he's doing okay, he's in the 45s, he's not being harassed or harangued, so yeah, stay out as long as you can. But these two are starting to lose time and hold each other up, and they've got the mighty Playboy Nissans heading in their direction on a set of medium tyres, ready to go a good way into this race, another 30 minutes into this race. So the more they stay out, the longer they lose. Oliver has pulled away from Adnat now, but the Nissans loom large, and the Faceless Boy now being caught by Tommy Roo, another one I feel should have gone into the pits. Tommy Roo now on the medium tyres closing in. Autosport, he's going to make big jumps when the soft runners pit. Thunder having a nightmare down there. He's knocked into Bob twice, I think. Reckless going very wide. Oh, Reckless has gone. And now Chunky, who made a very early pit stop and wants to capitalise on everyone else pitting. When will that be? Garuda again past the pit lane, and now Adnap being swallowed up by the Nissan train, and Adnap trying to cling on, and Oliver, does he know? Oliver goes around again, but Adnap does the smart thing. Adnap goes in, he knows the tyres are cooked, there's nothing more left in them. Oliver tries to get another lap out of them, but he's just losing time to the medium runners, and he's lost all of what he's gained. It's just going, it's trickling away from him. Garuda, 46.4, time to pit. You're losing a second a lap. It's no point, you're losing too much time. Oliver, 47.4 again, more time lost, and Deviant and Bob on their original tyres have now closed in on whatever advantage the soft runners had. There's a yellow flag ahead, please don't. No, Garuda, my lord, my liege, my legend. What has happened? Maybe he should have pitted. Oh, he wants to see it again. And there he goes, nothing, absolutely nothing. Heartbreaking. At least he didn't hit the wall, ladies and gentlemen. At least he didn't hit the wall. Oh, heartbreak for Garuda. Unbelievable stuff. He's still leading, but only by 8/10. Deviant's picked up a huge penalty from somewhere, and it'll be a yellow flag. He must have overtaken someone, maybe Oliver, on a yellow flag whilst Garuda was off the track. Possibly, is all I can guess. And Oliver still, he's back because Bob's paid. Oh, Deviant's right back there now with that penalty, and Tommy Roo's closing in. Tommy Roo, what's an advantage gained by Deviant getting that penalty, and Oliver is fighting for Bob, and Bob now has come up through, and there goes Oliver. Oliver now going into the pits, and Garuda as well. You know, they might be correct. They're better pro sim racers than me. I am not a pro sim racer.
I think you may be right on overtaking under YOLOs.
So Bob leads, Deviant in second, yet to use their second compound of tyres, nor has Tommy Roo and Autosport up and into fourth. MJ saying, I think you might be right on overtaking under yellow flags with the the penalty. It seemed like the only reason he'd have a 3-second penalty. So a lot of pitting, a lot of movement. So Autosport's up to fourth. Thunder now up and into fifth. Garuda's made his pit stop and he's out on the medium tyres in sixth. Now he's got to maintain a decent pace. Bob and Deviant might get ahead of him, but he's got to hope their tyres go off before the end of the race. There's a lot of factors in this race, ladies and gentlemen, for Garuda. If the win is still there, it's tough. The Nissan boys are a struggle. He's ahead of Chunky. Chunky's going all the way. This could be a podium for Chunky, following Garuda through. And Chunky now ahead of Oliver, who was second place at one point. Oliver's gone for hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. Was he on the mediums? He was on... Oh, he's gone hard tyres. That could be a huge mistake. No, Adnap as well. Hard tyres. DeFaces boy's gone for the medium tyres. DeFaces boy made them softs last a good 15 minutes. Do they not think of mediums? Bob's gone 20 minutes into the race. Not quite 20 minutes. The mediums are still there. I mean, bloody hell, Chunky's hoping to take them mediums for like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I think he pitted like lap 3 or 4. Lap 5 or 4. So Chunky feels the mediums will last, but Adnap up ahead of Oliver. Oliver struggling with the grip, and the faceless boy on those medium tyres just has to be patient. These two are just, look, they're picking it up easy against the hard running tyre. And MJ in the chat saying soft to hards. I think mediums lasted about 35-ish mins. So yeah, maybe the mediums just don't quite make the trip. So they've gone for hard tyres. 1 second. One of my kids is at the door and doesn't know how to open it. So I'm back. Let him in. So here we go then. What's going on? What is going on then? Bob yet to pit in first place. Deviant second, yet to pit. Picked up a hefty penalty. That's why there's a nice 3-second gap between himself and Bob. Tommy Roo in the action at the sharp end, yet to pit. Autosport in there for GT2s, remember, top GT2 runner at the moment. I think there's only 2 of them left anyway. But, oh, yeah, because Reckless has gone as well. So, Autosport looking good for that. Thunder in 5th place, yet to pit. Garuda was leading when he pitted. Will he lead when the 5 ahead of him pit? Chunky Ribena getting ever closer. Chunky, a huge threat in the first race, had issues in this second race, had to pit early, and is going all the way, but his tyres are going to be atrocious come the end of the race. But he is giving Garuda a lot to think about at the moment. TDR is GT1, old habits die hard. Wink. TDR, what Autosport is Group 1, is he? So it's only Oliver. Oh, it's easy wins for Oliver there. What was that? I heard a crash. Garuda, no. Garuda, no. Garuda, no. Adnap comes through. on Garuda. Garuda picking up a bit of damage there. He's got Oliver just behind him and the Faceless Boy behind Oliver. Oliver doing a great job on those hard tyres, keeping the Faceless Boy behind. And let's have a wee look. Oh, absolute heartbreak. Nothing in it. And Chunky was lucky. He didn't gather him up. Oh, we salute you, Garuda. We salute you, my friend. So Garuda then carrying damage in 8th place. We saw Bob carrying damage in, but not too much at the moment. 5 seconds ahead of Deviant. Deviant cannot live with the Bob. These guys are still wanting to go another, what do you reckon, 10, 20 minutes into this race on these tyres? Yeah, possibly another 20 minutes on the tyres. So can they get another 14, 12 laps, 13 laps out of those tyres? It's a big ask from the Nissan drivers. Tommy Roo also. And Tommy Roo staying with Deviant. Deviant at 45.9. Tommy Roo at 46.1. Nothing in it between the two of them. Tommy Roo starting to bear down on Deviant. Autosport, who apparently he's had a bump up to GT1. So Autosport is 4th. Thunder 5th. Chunky Ribena 6th, ahead of Adnap, whom is in 7th. Garuda is 8th. Oliver, our only GT2 runner, left in 9th. 2 wins for him. And the Faceless Boy, oh, he's gone in and put hard tyres on. Oh, and he's got no grip whatsoever. And that is what happened to the Faceless Boy. He obviously, he went from softs to mediums, and he made the softs last quite well. So I thought he'd have an attempt with those mediums, but he's obviously thought better of it and thought instead of pitting later, I would have pitted later. I would have used the mediums up unless he had damage. Maybe he went in and fixed damage. Possibly had damage, ladies and gents. Decided to go to the hard tyre. So Bob leads on those medium tyres. They've done 25 minutes. They're around 40% worn at the front. He's not losing too much time. He was doing 44s, now he's 45s dead. And Deviant is pulling away from Tommy Roo. I think Tommy Roo's suffering with the tyre more than the Nissans are. And Autosport pacing himself nicely. Thunder closing in, is he? Could be. Adnap, he's on those hard tyres. He's going all the way to the end. And he's in a great spot, I guess. He's the top runner to have pitted. He's got Garuda not far behind him now. Garuda is, even with the damage, seems to be staying with them. Seems to be staying with Adnap, which is a good sign for him. Where did Chunky go? Chunky's gone back to the back. Did he pit again? He has. Chunky making his second pit stop of the day for another set of medium tyres, but only 2 seconds behind the Faceless Boy. He's a minute behind the lead, and I'm not sure of Chunky's thinking here, but he's gone in for a second set of mediums. Maybe he just had damage at the beginning and had to take that pit stop. But yeah, two lots of second pit stops done this race, and Bob, proving that his tyres are still perfect, goes and does the fastest lap on a huge set of medium tyres at 44.372. Superb stuff. Deviant in second place. Tommy Roo is third, and Autosport in fourth. So Autosport looking for a podium possibly when they go to the soft tyres. Can he get his Lexus? Well, the two Lexuses are doing absolutely fantastic at the moment, third and fourth. But yeah, Yes, it has to be the pit stops. Adnap, how much do you lose in a pit stop? Seems to be round about 24 seconds, I'd say. 24 seconds puts Adnap around about where Autosport is. So Autosport will be, and Thunder will be behind himself, and Garuda's coming back at Adnap now. He's living with the damage. He's finding a way to drive around it, and the hard-tired Adnap, too slow for him. Doesn't want to be behind him. It's like, nope. Don't care about your flappy wing or whatever gizmos you've got. I need to be ahead of you because I was leading this race, and I've maybe lost out to the Nissans, but still, Tommy Roo, I don't know, with damage. Tommy Roo's coming in, he's putting soft tyres on, but I mean, we're only halfway through and his medium tyres are pretty rinsed. So how far can they hope for him to go? Deviant struggling with the hard tyre, the medium tyre as well. Bob, he did the fastest lap, the lap before, but they are starting to look cooked.
No clue how tyre offset should work XD.
So Thunder might be the best medium runner there, actually. Tommy Roo's is not too bad, but Thunder looking after his tyres pretty nicely. Adnap's hards. Thing is, the hard tyre, yeah. They'll do they last longer because they're rubbish from the start, and then when they get half worn, they're absolutely useless. MJ, proof that PD has absolutely no clue how tyre offset should work. Oh well, they try. Bob. Doing a beautiful job at the moment. Deviant, 46.4 for him. Tommy Roo, 47.3. Autosport, 47.2. Thunder, 47.8. He might be looking after his tyres to better out of the top, but he's not going as swiftly. But maybe he's trying to save fuel. I don't see the point of saving fuel. You've got to come in and get those. But maybe that's how he's thinking of jumping Tommy Roo. It's 8 seconds. Don't care how short your pit stop is, you're not going to make up 8 seconds. So Adnap in that battle with Garuda. Old school, ladies and gentlemen. When I first walked through the doors of the World Racing Community, Adnap and Garuda. There's many more, Chunky, Oliver, Thunder. They were all there. The early statesmen, the founders, one might say. So Adnap under pressure. Autosport making his stop. He's got to go. What tyre is he going to go, ladies and gentlemen? Is he going to try and get a soft tyre to last the rest of this race? Tommy Roo carries on. Deviant in second. Bob third. Yeah, Bob's just going to keep on going, isn't he? He's got 10 seconds on Deviant. So there goes Autosport. And he's out behind Adnap. And he's gone hard. He's got a hards on. So Adnap on the hards. Garuda just behind Adnap on the medium tyre. And he's not wearing it. He's been using it a while now, hasn't he? He's been using it for a good 4 or 5 laps. No, he's had them on since lap 10 or 11. So, yeah, 7 laps on those mediums. He's not burning them. He's not burning them in any way whatsoever. He's driving the car nice and neatly. If anything, Adnap is choking the hards quicker than Garuda his mediums. And I think Garuda's had his mediums on longer than Adnap's had the hards on. Thunder ahead, still cooking. Tommy Roo in third. They are still going with those medium tyres. Deviant. And there we go. Bob's come in. Bob is coming in. 28 minutes on the clock for a pit. Well, we're saying 20 seconds. Pit stop, isn't we? 22 seconds. So, yeah, Bob. He's going to have to go to the hard, isn't he? I think. Tommy Roo. Up and into second. And Thunder. He might not get up to third. Bob might be back out again. I'm not sure. Bob's gone to soft tyres. So Bob fancies the soft tyre for the last 27 minutes. and he's out well ahead of Thunder. Garuda, Adnap, they are not a threat unless Bob has to pit again because of those tyre wear. Garuda's got himself ahead of Adnap, I apologise. And there's Autosport on his fresh hard tyres just behind Adnap. Oliver, he's on his hard tyres. He's 4 seconds adrift of Autosport. Chunky making 2 pit stops so far on those mediums. He's got a lot of ground to make up. 21 seconds from Oliver. Can he do it? And the faceless boy, has he pitted again? He must be keeping to pick up the penalties or the damage. I mean, it looks like he's been in again, got rid of the hards. He says, screw that, I'm not using the hards. He's gone back to mediums. So, unsure of what tyre he wants. Deviant then leads at the moment. Is Bob pitted to go to a set of soft tyres, which is a bold move, because we didn't see that the soft tyres were lasting much more than 15 minutes into the race. So Bob asking them to go an extra 10 minutes more. He is going to be on the rims of that Nissan by the end of the race. Deviant trying to get a little more out of the mediums, and he's going round again. And Tommy Roo also going round again. These guys are playing the longer game, they know. And Bob already catching up with Tommy Roo, but so many question marks. Thunder, he's going longer as well. He knows that those soft tyres don't last as long. Garuda, he's carried that damage. He's got himself past Adnap, and he's nursing his tyres to the end. He's hoping to get a medium set of tyres to go all the way. Autosport, does he look like he's closing up on Adnap? It does feel that way. Adnap struggling with something with the hard tyre, and the Lexus is closing in. Ladies and gentlemen, Autosport giving it large. Oliver in 8th place. And Chunky has pulled in a fair whack of time on those guys ahead of him. He's doing a superb job. And in the chat, MJ says Bob needs to clear Tommy in the next lap or two and needs clean air. Dirty air murders the tyres on these regs of cars. So there you go. Source from the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen, that... Oh, he's already cleared him. Well, that didn't take long at all, did it? So Bob's got past Tommy Roo. Tommy Roo just standing still next to a soft-setted tyre of the Nissan. He is flying. And Deviant only 5.7 seconds ahead. And Bob absolutely tearing it up. Thunder yet to pit. Garuda nursing tyres. Adnap hoping those tyres are going to go off. But look, they're not, because his hards are going off quicker than Garuda's mediums. Crazy. It's crazy. 47.7 from Garuda. Adnap 47.3. So Adnap is slightly faster now. Autosport 47.2. And Autosport's faster than the pair of them in the Lexus. Oliver 7.3 seconds down the road. He's on racing hards, and he's only managing 49.2s. He's struggling on those hard tyres. Struggling. And Chunky is closing in, doing 45s on a set of mediums. And the faceless boy has had an absolute tyre nightmare. He's tried all three. He doesn't like any of them. Deviant leading, Bob in second. Bob with the fastest lap, and he is closing in fast on Deviant before Deviant's even made his pit stop. But then Deviant later pits means that his tyres will be better come the end of the race. And Bob, we don't know what sort of state of tyres he's going to be in by the end of the race. I do believe he did look after his tyres the best in the first race. But I still think it's a huge ask for the Nissan driver. So Bob from 5 seconds down to 1.7, 1.4, 1.2. It's like Deviant's not even moving. Deviant going around again. He's playing the long game. He's not going to let Bob Oh, what happened to Bob? He should have come out of that corner a lot quicker. Bob screwed something up there, ladies and gentlemen. Comes through the chicane. He's pushing hard into the corner. Oh, he kind of overtook the pit entry and then lagged into it. What a shame for Bob. That is awful. So Bob carrying a lot of damage. That is going to be very painful. Tommy Roo back up ahead. Thunder, 21 seconds. So Bob's got time for a pit stop and still come out ahead of Thunder, but he's got to go round a whole lap with a damaged car, and Thunder is there. Garuda as well. Garuda with that damage is getting closed in by Adnap. Adnap starting to find the sweet spot on the hard tyre. It's found its consistency. Although we saw the Audi's back end step out there. And MJ letting the guys know there's a slow moving car. It's Bob. Believe it or not. Thunder, his tyres are shot. He's not closing in too quickly. Garuda is closing in on Thunder though, is he not? Thunder at 49.0, Garuda 47.2, and Adnap at 47.4. Tight stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Autosport as well, 48.3. He's getting closer to that sweet time. And Oliver, he's still doing the 49s. We don't think the Lexus, the hard tyre, and himself are mixing very nicely. With Chunky Ribena looking like Oliver is maybe Oliver and Autosport. MJ keeping him up to date with what's happening on track with Bob. Bob, he's got to bring it in, Annie. There he goes. Oh, the pain for Bob. This championship, he's making it more difficult for himself. Tommy Roo then into second, still not pitting. Deviant still not pitting. Thunder into the pits. He has pitted. Garuda's going to jump up into third place, but he's got his hands full with Adnap all up and in his business. And Garuda, who we saw leading earlier on, and then having a major issue. He's lost a couple of positions now, but he's up to third after the pit stops. Bob back out. He's got mediums, ladies and gentlemen. He's used 2 compounds. He can use whatever tyre he wants, and he's gone for the medium tyre behind Autosport. He's 40 seconds off the lead, but take 20 seconds off for Deviant's pit stop. Tommy Roo in the shout here. This is close stuff come the end of this race. Garuda some 30 seconds away, and they've got a pit, remember. 20 seconds, that puts Garuda 10 seconds on the back of them. If they go hard tyres, Adnap's in the zone with his hard tyres, but not quite at the level of Garuda. Garuda looking after his tyres. 20 minutes to go. Can they last? Bob, with his issues, is back out on track in 5th place, has set of medium tyres. He's running to the end as the car gets shaky over the curbs. Autosport a minute behind him on the hard, not a minute, a second behind him on the hard tyres, and he's got to worry. Thunder making the pit. Thunder is going for it. He's gone all in, ladies and gentlemen. He has thrown his cards into the middle of the table. He's put the soft tyres on. He is going all the way to the end. What can he gain? What can he gain? He can close up to him, but can those tyres go all of the way? Oliver on his hard tyres, 4 seconds behind Thunder, with Chunky Ribena now down to 6 seconds. Oh, Thunder forgot to fuel. That's all right. Oh, no, yeah, you're not going to get there. Oh, disaster for Thunder. The Nissan team forgetting to fuel the car. Deviant is almost getting to the end of his stint. He's going to run out of fuel or tyres, or both. As Tommy Roo also, he's got the hazard lights on. Don't tell me you're not in. Garuda in third with Bob now closing in. He's got himself past Adnap, who's got half a second penalty. And Bob now closing in on the Honda. And remember, he needs around about 20 seconds. He needs to close into Deviant by about 20 seconds for Deviant's pit stop, which would be, about 20 seconds. The fuel, they don't have to put as much fuel in. Tommy Roo, these two have got to be thinking about a pit stop pretty soon. He did a 150 on lap 22, but 146 that last time around, so not bad pace. Tommy Roo as well. Continuing on, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Bob closing in 30 seconds. 20 seconds he wants to be behind Deviant, and he's going for it. Adnap ahead. Where did Garuda go? Oh no, Garuda's hurt his car. Garuda hurting his car again. Oh, it's already happened. We missed it. So Garuda, unfortunately, slipping down the order and has put Adnap back up and into 4th place. Autosport moving by in 5th, and that's Thunder duking him out, but Thunder's got no fuel. He's got to go back into the pits. He's going around again, though. He says, no, I'm going to try and get past Autosport first with my soft tyres and then go into the pits. So Autosport trying to defend from Thunder. There we see Garuda going in to fix what damage he already had. Chunky moving up a position, ladies and gentlemen, as he closes in on Oliver. It's not going to be a terrible day for Chunky, just a bad day. And Oliver may be caught with those hard tyres and Chunky's medium tyres, and they're in good condition. Thunder and Autosport duking it out for that position, but Thunder will have to come into the pits pretty soon to top up that car as Autosport tries to hold ground in 5th place. Adnap 4th, no threat. Bob 4 seconds ahead, 27 seconds behind Deviant. Now if I was Deviant, I'd pit. Every lap he goes around doing sub 47s and 48s. It's another 47-1. Maybe he's getting away with that. It's lovely and consistent. Tommy Roo, they're carrying on, and all this time Bob is closing in, already down to 26 seconds. He only needs it to be 20 seconds for when they pit, and he's in a sweet position to still take the win. Deviant, the longer he stays out, the more he's making it more difficult for himself. His soft tyres will last longer, though. Maybe that's... But the soft tyres last 15 minutes. He could have gone in. He could have gone in, my good golly gosh. He's frustrated me now. He could have got in and got back out on soft tyres ahead of Bob on a medium set of tyres. But Deviant, he really wants those soft tyres to last the end of the race, I guess. Tommy Roo, Thunder apologising to someone. He's not near anyone. It must be Autosport. And Thunder going around another lap, trying to rinse that fuel tank for as best he can. Chunky Ribena now has cleared Oliver, and he's chasing down Autosport, only 4 seconds ahead of him on the hard tyre, doing a 150 last time around. Chunky Ribena 46.9. So Autosport, that's 6th place. Chunky Ribena's terrible day went from terrible day to bad day to that's not that bad, you know. That's all right. If he can catch Thunder pitting, that's a position. Chunky is going to finish at about 5th place if he can clear Autosport, who's on hard tyres, and Chunky's on mediums. Let's turn it around. So there goes Deviant. He's into the pits finally. Tommy Roo also into the pits, forced by the fuel. And here comes Bob. 23 seconds adrift. It's gonna be tight, but Bob's on medium tyres. Deviant and Tommy Roo can both go to the soft tyre. They have that option. Adnap running to the end on hards, and I don't think there's anyone who's going to attack him at this point. And Bob pushing on through the last corner. These guys should be moving. Deviant is on the move. He's got half a tank of fuel. Do you need half a tank of fuel? You don't need half a tank of fuel. He's ahead of Bob, though. Doesn't matter. I panicked over nothing. I apologise. I was saying that he was losing time. Well, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. It's tight. Tommy Roo did lose. Tommy Roo probably should have made that earlier pit stop, but they're on the soft tyre now. Bob's on the medium tyre. Anything can happen. Deviant, is on the soft tyre, 4 seconds ahead of the Bob. Adnap, a hard tyre, but no one's there to force him. Autosport being caught by Chunky Ribena, who has had a radical strategy, 2 stops, and it's working out nicely for him. Oliver on the hard tyre, the Lexus just not lighting up those hard tyres. Thunder making a pit error and had to come back in for more fuel. Garuda finding issues with walls, has made 2 stops, and the Faceless Boy has used numerous tyres just to see which ones he liked. Deviant, though, hasn't deviated off the course whatsoever. He has been true, ladies and gentlemen. No mistakes. And did he not win the first race? It looks like he's going to get 2 wins. And Deviant running away with this championship. No A call here this round. And Bob just making too many mistakes, it would seem. Although I don't know if that pit wall thing can be classed as a mistake. It just looked like a weird internet thing. Yeah, give it a wide berth, my friend. Don't go nowhere near it. So can Tommy Roo, in the last 11 minutes of this race, close in on Bob? He's got the soft tyres. He's got a can-do attitude. There's nothing standing in his way.
Bob uses dial-up. You heard it here first.
MJ in the chat saying, Bob uses dial-up. You heard it here first. My good golly gosh. Looks like carrier pigeon when he went past the pit wall. So, Bob closing in. 4.6 seconds. Deviant just has to stay true to the course. He's done a great job. He's done the work. He just has to not let Bob rattle his cage. Stay where you are. Bob coming in hard and strong. Tommy Roo. He needs Tommy Roo. Well, no, because they're a team. They're a team. Doesn't want Tommy Roo to rattle his cage, really. Adnap. I think Adnap's safe for a good 4th place there. Great strategy from the Nap of Ad. And Autosport 5th. Chunky Ribena in 6th. Chunky Ribena has had a race and he's closed in on Autosport. Let's get his perspective as he's not streaming. Oliver must be feeling, not Oliver, Autosport, sorry, feeling the pressure from the Chunk. The Chunk is laying it on thick. His tyres are worn. 8 minutes left on the clock here. Deviant still leads. We'll have a look, but this looks like there is, he's being lined up, is Autosport. It looks like the Chunk is going into his box of tricks and he's going to show us how to make a beautiful move. Autosport on those hard tyres, struggling for grip at this point in the race, but I'm sure Chunky is as well as he tries to close in on Autosport. Let's have a quick look how Deviant's getting on. For 6 seconds, pulling away from the Bob. Tommy Roo. Has Bob got enough fuel? I don't think Bob's going to have enough fuel to get to the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my lord, dramas, dramas, dramas. All everywhere, dramas. Bob has miscalculated his fuel consumption. And Adnap might get a podium here. Adnap, oh, I don't know, Bob could be just too far ahead. Oh, tantalising. How many pit stops is Bob going to make today? And Deviant, don't push too hard, my friends. He's running out of fuel. Tommy Roo, second place on the horizon. And Adnap. I don't think he can get third. I think Bob might get back out. He's just got to change his. He's just got to top a bit of fuel up, hasn't he? Chunky Ribena. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Chunky Ribena got the move done. Let's have a look. Did we catch it? Here we go. Beautiful. Round the outside with the sticky medium tyres. Did the job lovely. Nothing Autosport could do about that, really. Just had to sit there and take that one, I'm afraid. Chunky doing a beautiful job. Up to 5th place now. What more can he do? Let's go. Deviant leads ahead of Bob. Has Bob just had an off? No. Oh, he has as well, hasn't he? He's had an off because Tommy Roo is right on his clam. And there's nothing that Bob can do now. He's just got to try and defend. But he's got to come in. He's going to run out of fuel. So the defending isn't going to help anything. All he's trying to do is maybe give his teammate more of a chance against the Lexi. But Deviant doesn't need it. He's absolutely banging them lap times in a 42.950, taking the fastest lap away from his teammate. And Tommy Roo is through as Bob is floundering in the last stages. He's still 21 seconds ahead of Adnap. He still might be able to get in and get out, but I don't know with the fuel village uppage. Might make his pit stop longer. He's not going to change tyres, I imagine. Well, he might put some softs on just for a last blast. Oh my words. So it's close. If Bob pits now with Adnap. Chunky Ribena in 5th. Chunky Ribena only 9 seconds away from Adnap. 46.6 last time around. There's only 5 minutes on the clock. And MJ thinks he's going to risk it. He thinks he's going to try and get that car to the end of the race. So it is only 5 minutes. It's only a couple of laps. So maybe he is just going to try and rinse that fuel tank best he can. So Tommy Roo, super job. Comes up, a 43.3 from Tommy Roo. Great lap time. From Tommy Roo. And nothing Bob could do about that. Oh, what's he doing? He is. He's going in. Adnap, it's going to be tight between the two of them. You know Bob's going to put a lovely set of softs. I bet you, because Deviant got that fastest lap. That's what made his mind up. I bet you any money he didn't like losing that fastest lap and thought, I'm going to put some softs on, a little dash of fuel, and I'm coming back out. Adnap then coming around Bob there at his... he's changing tyres. Ladies and gentlemen. He means to do business. Adnap then temporarily moved. No, Bob's out. Bob is out. And it was tight stuff from the Nissan team. But they've done a fabulous job. Bob not losing position and getting the fuel in. And now he's going for that fastest lap if he can. Deviant, great win. 2nd win of the day. 3rd win of the championship. And A-Cool. We've only had a Deviant and A-Cool win races so far in the GT1 category. Tommy Roo in 2nd. Great drive from the Malaysian, I believe. And Bob, I'm going to say Greek. It's probably Israel's flag or something. I don't know. What is that? Probably making some sort of political statement, and I keep saying it's Greek. Oh, dumbass. Adnap in 4th place then. Oh, tantalising podium for a second then. Oh, Argentinian, sorry. Bob is Argentinian. There you go. I'm uneducated, what can I say? It was I went to school at a time they didn't care. It was just babysitting. Deviant is in the lead with Tommy Roo in second, and Bob. These people run your planet now. They run your country. The same people I went to school with, where they didn't teach us properly. Adnap, 5.47 Bob on this lap, which probably will be the final lap of the race. Oh no, there might be another one. Two minutes left on the clock. Yeah, they're definitely going to be at least the top four. Chunky's going to get another chance. 5 seconds behind Adnap. Really, is Chunky going to turn his race around? He's got at least this lap and maybe another lap after to try and close in on Adnap. Adnap at 47.9 last time around. Chunky Ribena 45.8. Do the math. He's going to be close. Adnap's tyres absolutely shot to sunder, and there's just nothing more Adnap can do at this point except for just cling on and hope Chunky Ribena isn't as fast as he looks. Deviant then bringing it around. He's on his penultimate lap. We think he's going to get across the line for sure for another lap as he comes across the faceless boy who has been on an adventure today. But fair play, still going, and I respect that. Deviant then crossing the line to start what is possibly his final lap. Tommy Roo, 19 seconds ahead of Bob, and there's nothing Bob's going to be able to do about the Roo at the moment. He is going to stand fast in second place. Great result for the Lexus driver, and Bob, like Colapinto then, Argentinian. He must love Colapinto. I love Colapinto. Who doesn't love Colapinto? Bob then crossing the line, fastest lap. There you go, Deviant. Good try. And Bob then reclaiming that fastest lap like a Max Verstappen that he is. At 42.6. Tommy Roo, super job. Adnap. Oh, 2.7 seconds going into the final lap. Can Adnap hold on? Ladies and gentlemen, Chunky Ribena is on a mission. 4th place with the race that he had is going to be stunning. Autosport in 6th place. He's on his final lap. He's got a way to go. And so's Thunder, Garuda. And here we go, I think. Oliver will be the first to finish, and he's won another race in GT2, but he was the only guy in GT2. So here we go then. Deviant heading towards the chicane and the final corners to take another win. What a cracker-jacker, ladies and gentlemen. Super drive from Deviant. Don't throw it away now, lads. And he crosses the line to take the win. Tommy Roo, some 13 seconds down the road. What a race Tommy Roo has had. And just kept his head down, cracked on, and let others around him have dramas. And Tommy Roo comes home to collect 2nd place. And Bob, my good golly gosh, some adventures that the Bob has had. And he rounds out that podium. And it's going to be a tough championship if he's going to drive like that. In 3rd place, there you go. Adnap holds on. Chunky is there, but Adnap is clinging on as he comes up to the final corner. Has Chunky got anything? Oh, Chunky's picked up a penalty, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Adnap takes 4th place. Well raced for Adnap, and very well raced for Chunky Ribena. What a comeback. And yeah, he's more than enough distance ahead of Autosport for that penalty. It'll get bumped up to a 2nd, but he's way ahead of Autosport. So Autosport finishing in 6th ahead of Thunder. A rivalry they have. Great stuff. And Thunder in 7th with Garuda. Oh, poor Garuda coming home in 8th place ahead of 9th Oliver, and the Faceless Boy in 10th. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what fantastic racing we have. And there he is again, Deviant, with another win. Great stuff, great stuff. The championship's coming to him. I imagine when he came into it, he wasn't thinking, I'm going to win this championship. He's thinking Bob and A. Cool are tricky characters. But Deviant, I think that's his third win, and it's looking like he is sitting high. Tommy Ruin second, great race with Bob rounding out the podium. Adnap, fantastic for fourth. Chunky Ribena, what a comeback for fifth. Autosport sixth, Thunder seventh, Garuda in eighth, Oliver in ninth, the only GT2 runner at the end there, and Faces Boy in 10th, but he was having a test session, I believe, with tyres. Reckless in 11th, and MJ in 12th. Reckless and MJ not quite reaching the line. Great racing again from the World Racing community, and don't forget, every Friday night live we are here with them. And the next round, I can at least tell you the next round before I dip. I did grab that replay, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So the next round, ladies and gentlemen, will be... It looks not like round 8. I can tell you what round 8 is. Why is it all the way down there? I think it is round 3. It's Circuit de la Sarthe, Le Mans. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Triple Crown race, which means, I believe, it's going to be a 90-minute race. No two-part races in this one. It's full-on, hard at it. So don't forget, mark it in your calendar. Next Friday Night Live will be Le Mans with these guys. Cannot wait. Thank you for tuning in and enjoying. You can find World Racing Community on Facebook. They have a Discord as well. It's all out there. Just do a Google search. That's what I did. Bless you all for taking part and getting involved in the stream. I appreciate you. Turu, peace and love. Peace and love.